What's up, y'all? Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new here and you've stumbled upon my page, I hope that you'll check me out and then consider hitting that subscribe button. While you're at it, you might as well hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I drop some new content. I'm EVE and this is The Ev Effect.
I think I started something.
All right, y'all. So first of all, who told summer to go by so fast? Matter of fact, who told 2022 to fly by so quickly? We've got like 3 more months and this year is kaput, done, finito. And I kind of feel like the year kind of just started. But anyways, it is what it is. We're in September. The year is almost over, y'all. This is crazy to me, but fall season is quickly approaching and everyone is getting in the fall spirit. I'm not 100% ready for fall, but then again I am, because I'm tired of sweating and I'm tired of being hot, but I really want summer to stay around just a little bit longer. Technically, listen, anyway, I could ramble on and on and on and on. Today's video, I have 4 fragrances that I feel like are hyped up, but they are very much so warranted, at least in my opinion. And I think they're gonna be perfect for the fall. So if you're interested to see what those are, keep on watching. Okay, so the first one is Materials by Amouage. Now, I don't know that this is necessarily hyped up this year because it's not a new release. But I want to say it came out in 2020 or 2021, something like that. I really haven't seen a lot of videos on this, but if nobody's hyping this up, I am, okay? This is your ambery resinous vanilla fragrance. Oh, this smells so good, y'all. And honestly, I was pretty surprised because Amouage is a brand that is quite challenging in the sense that a lot of their fragrances tend to come off a little bit more mature, and a lot of us aren't ready to live that mature life yet. But they do have some gems within the collection, and I feel like I came across another gem. So Materials is like I said, a vanilla ambery resinous type of fragrance. It opens up a little spicy, and then it has like some incensiness, a little bit of smokiness, but as this dries down, the amber note becomes the prominent player, in my opinion, and then it plays along really nicely with that vanilla. So on the top, you've got your patchouli and elemi, and elemi is a type of resinous component, and then you have your bourbon vanilla, you've got your benzoin, and benzoin feeds into that amberiness that you get from fragrances. Then at the bottom, you have your tonka bean, you've got your osmanthus, you've got your labdanum, you've got your incense. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, is this scent groundbreaking? No. It's not. You have probably smelled something very similar. In fact, to me, it reminds me a little bit of Grand Soir, but a more feminine, toned down version of Grand Soir. When I first got my nose on Grand Soir, I thought it was an old man drinking whiskey at the bar, okay? But Grand Soir is such a sexy, resinous scent. It leans a little masculine though. I love it on me still, but it leans a little masculine. Materials, in my opinion, is the feminine version of Grand Soir. This also reminds me a little bit of Frederic Maule's Musk Ravageur. Now, it reminds me of that scent minus the animalic muskiness that you get from Musk Ravageur. And I really feel like a lot of people may be turned off to that fragrance because of how intense and animalic the musk is in that fragrance. But if you stripped away that musky vibe, the dry down of Musk Ravageur and Materials is very similar to me. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's not a groundbreaking scent. You've probably smelled something similar to it before, yes, but if you get your nose on this and you want something from the brand, I really feel like this is a great contender and absolutely perfect for the fall season. All right, so next up I have Burberry Her Elixir. Now, y'all, I am a fan of the original. I am. I am not a fan of how the original does not last on me, okay? So This is your strawberry, your blackcurrant. It's got some sandalwood and it's got amber in here. Y'all, this is the sexier, creamier, strawberryer. I know that's not a word, but that's what it is. This is a beautiful, gorgeous scent, and I think we needed this one. We definitely needed this one. This is absolutely beautiful. And if you have not gotten your nose on this, because this is very much so easily accessible, I need you to head over to your Macy's and get your nose on this. So, in my opinion, it's between the original, it's this one all day. We're just gonna get straight to it. It's this one all day. This is what was missing from the original. Now, the EDT version, I absolutely love the way that that smells. And as weird as this is about to sound, the EDT version, I wish they would make that scent profile in an EDP. So I know we already have the EDP with the strawberries, but the pear in the EDT, I need that formulated in some type of EDP version. So there was London Bridges Falling Down, didn't care for it. I think there was another version, didn't care for it. I didn't even get to get my nose on the intense version before they discontinued it, so I don't know how that one smells. But the original, I love it. The EDT, I absolutely love it. I just wish that scent profile was in a EDP version. But this, my friends, all day, every day. Lasting power on this one, much better than the original. So if your reasoning for not liking the original is because it doesn't last long, I need you to get your nose on this one, because this is it. This is so good, y'all. This is definitely worth a pickup if you enjoy the scent profile, but you weren't really satisfied with how the original lasted. You should consider this. Now, I will also say that the strawberry note in here, it does give off a bit of a synthetic-y vibe. I actually don't mind it because I feel like the sandalwood in here kind of softens it up and it's not as screechy as maybe a Montal or Mancera fragrance would come off with their syntheticness. Between the two, the synthetic note in here is not as bad as others in those two brands. So again, I absolutely love this one. This is my favorite from all of the ones that I've gotten my nose on. Hi, Daddy. Yeah, I'm at home. What are you doing? Oh, Chica's getting married. Oh, so you're looking handsome. You got a fresh cut. You gotta go. You gotta go. Gosh, last week was terrible, Daddy. They did horrible. Listen, Dak cannot carry the team by himself. And I feel like he's getting hurt all the time. Yeah. How long is this contract good for? Libre Le Parfum. So, I own the original. I love the original. I also own the EDT. I love the EDT. Lots of people do not care for the original at all. Lots of people don't even care for this space because of this notorious lavender note. Now, the lavender note for me plays perfectly in the original. So much so that I didn't really care to get the intense version. The intense is fine because it has an amped up vanilla note in it, but there's something about it that I just didn't really care for. However, when I smelled this, I said, oh, okay, this might be worth my coin. So the Le Parfum version to me is just a small tweak that made it all the much more wild. So in the Le Parfum version, there is saffron, there's an added note of saffron, and then there's an added note of honey. I don't know if it's because of the saffron or if it's because of the honey or if it's just the blend of the two that make it better. But to me, if I had to pick between the two, the Intense and the Le Parfum, I would buy the Le Parfum. So longevity is amazing. I will say though, because it has more oil in it, it still shouts. Surprisingly, it still shouts. But the Intense, in my opinion, shouts just a little bit more. It does. It shouts just a little bit more. Now, if you already own the Intense, should you go and buy the Le Parfum? No, because to me, even though there is a small tweak that made it that much better and worth my coin, I feel like they smell so similar that once it gets in the air, once it dries down a little bit on your skin, you won't be able to tell the difference. Unless you just have a superior nose, you really won't be able to tell. So if you do not own the Intense and you had to pick between the Intense and Le Parfum, get Le Parfum. If you already own it, unless you just have to have all the bottles in the collection, I wouldn't go out and purchase this fragrance. But it is really good. It's beautiful actually, y'all. Like I said, I own the original, I own the EDT. Am I out in a rush to go and buy a full bottle of this? No. But once I get through one of the other, I may consider picking this up because it is that nice. And I would pick this one over the Intense again. So Le Parfum, this is hyped. This is perfect for the fall. If you don't have the Intense, then I definitely think you should go and at least sniff this. Sniff it. Then there's Musk Therapy. So why do I have an essentially clean fragrance in this video with other heavy hitter type scents? Because this is absolutely beautiful, one, okay? Two, I feel like as we move into the fall, yes, we tend to gravitate more towards our deeper, heavier, thicker fragrances, which I absolutely love. That is like, if I had to pick a niche within the niche of fragrances, I would say sultry, deep, resinous, sexy scents. That's my niche. That's my thing. That's what I love. But this, y'all, this is a nasal cleanser, okay? After going through so many bottles and so many different variations of your heavy hitters, you need to cleanse the nasal palette every now and again with a beautiful musk scent. And that is exactly what Musk Therapy is. So what this gives you is your white musk, and black currant on top. And in the middle, I believe you have some magnolia, some hedion. And at the bottom, you have this beautiful white sandalwood, y'all. I absolutely love musk, and y'all know this, but this one is done so well. Is it groundbreaking? Again, no, but when you get your nose on a fragrance that is done and blended to perfection, like they took their sweet precious time to make sure that this juice was impeccable, I feel like that's what they did with this. It's a slightly fruity yet clean and soapy type of musk. And the longevity on this, for me, for a clean, soapy type of scent, for me, I get pretty good longevity on this. This is one of my favorites from Initio. I have quite a few favorites from the house that I love, but Musk Therapy is definitely a year-round scent, but I want to put it on this hype list because it's been beautiful and great for the springtime. But for the fall, like I said, you want to get a cleanser here and there in between your heavy hitters. Throw on some Musk Therapy to get you feeling like, I'm gonna stop raving about it, but this has been hyped, and for great reason, because it's that beautiful. So if you have not gotten at least a sample of this, what are you waiting for? You need some good musk, good clean musk in your life. Get it. All right, so those are my 4 hyped fragrances, but I do have an honorable mention, so I'm cheating just a little bit. Now, I put this one as an honorable mention because I will be talking about it in another video, but I had to mention it here because this is hyped too. Thank you, Sharita M. But this is Rosenda Matou's number 5. Now, this is not a new fragrance. This came out few years ago, and it got a lot of traction then. And that traction has picked back up now here recently, and for great reason, y'all. This is a beautiful fragrance. However, I think it's a bit polarizing. It's a little controversial as well because there is a very stark opening that you get in the initial blast of this fragrance. Some people can handle it, some people cannot deal with it whatsoever. For me, I was fortunate enough that I got that burnt rubberiness of a smell in my initial wear. but it has subsided tremendously since I first started wearing that fragrance. So I don't have that issue anymore, but again, I will go into depth and talk about it in another video. But I did want to make mention that that is another hyped fragrance, and rightfully so, and perfect for the fall, y'all. Okay. All right, y'all, so those were all my hyped fragrances for today. And let me also say this, just because a fragrance is hyped doesn't mean that you should automatically turn your back or turn your nose up on it thinking that, oh, it's because the masses like it. No, at least try it for yourself and see if you like it too. Matter of fact, every reviewer that you watch here on YouTube is just a point of reference. Remember that, okay? Nothing is firm until you get your nose on that fragrance for yourself and you get to judge it for yourself, all right? Everybody has their own rightful opinion and you should just use it as reference. But hyped fragrances, it's okay to like and fall into the hype. It's not necessarily because you're just following the crowd, it's because you genuinely like it, okay? All right, so that's it and that's all, y'all. So rate me down below if you enjoyed this video, guys. Please rate me down below. It does help with the growth of my channel and the visibility of my channel so that YouTube can push it out and we can expand and grow it out to the masses, okay? So also, if you have a hyped fragrance that you need to tell all your friends about, go ahead and leave that comment down below as well, all right? Until the next time, guys, I missed you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.